Hey, hey, hey. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Just popped on a little impromptu. Yeah. Seven. Ready to fry some chicken. Trying to turn my camera back on. Hey, how you doing? There we go. Oh, turn it around. Here I am. Here you go. How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? I said again, in the kitchen, get ready to fry some chicken. Let's see who that is. Janine, Nick. Hey, how you doing, Janine? Yeah, I'll pop on here right quick. Ready to fry some chicken. Yeah, excuse the house. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Janine? Yeah, I had to get closer to the screen so I can see, sis. Yeah, get ready to fry some chicken. Okay, let me pop on and see what my people doing today. You doing all right? You're on with Tia, right? Sometimes I think so. Yeah, if my memory serves me correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong. But hey, yeah, happy. Hey, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, my memory good. Hey, my memory's still working. Yeah, today been one of them days though, actually. Even though I did make a video earlier, but today's been one of those migraine cloudy head days. So, but I'm pushing through. Keep on pushing through. Went to the store earlier and bought a few things. Yeah, girl. Yeah, the Deborah table. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, but yeah, yeah, this with migraine weather, I call it migraine weather for me when it's any kind of clouds or actually when it's storms that's been brewing. Like I'm in South Carolina, and it's storms that's brewing all the way out on the west coast. They affect me. Them tropical storms that's brewing out there right now, they affect me. Yeah, so it's like I'm like I can't catch a break. I cannot catch a break. So, but I just keep trying to push through, and it's really just got me like I said, it's a little cloudy headed for right now because I'm on that. I am on the shot. Okay? You brother? I tried that one time, and it didn't work for me. I think yeah, that's the one I always say with Venus and Serena, but that's the one. I want to say my doctor had gave me some samples a couple years ago back when it first came out, and it literally gave me chills. Like literally, I was in chills. I woke up in the middle of the night, sweat, like all kind of stuff. I felt worse than what I did then, so I didn't take any more of that. And then I stayed on the pyramid for a while. That helped as a maintenance. It actually helped me lose a lot of weight too. I lost like 40, 50 pounds, like over 50 pounds actually to be exact. But so that helped with that, and then I kind of weaned off of that for a little while, and then wasn't really just taking just like the maintenance medicine. I'm not the maintenance medicine, but just like the regular Toradol. She had me on that for a little while, but it's just like I'm tired of the migraine. So a few months ago, when I went to see my neurologist, she said, well, since you know, the pyramid's not really helping you that much and all this and that, whatever, she said, I think you'll be a candidate for the injection, the Amavir. So I was like, I'm open for it. I'll try it. So I've been on that. I've had 2 injections so far. And
so that's why you act so silly.
Yeah, that's why I act silly. There's my dad back in the background joking. But you know, that's why I act so silly. But yeah, so I've been on that injection now for Dad, can you hand me the salt and pepper? I've been on that now for I've had two injections now. So I'm getting ready to get my third one on the 1st. So, but it's taking the pain part away, but not all the other symptoms. Being that you suffer from them, so you understand all the nausea and lightheadedness and stuff like that, and the tingling. I still get that, and today is like been one of those days where I get all that nausea and just lightheadedness and stuff. Actually, I won't say just today, but the past few days. That's what I've been getting. So it's like it slows me down a little bit. I'm like, I gotta keep on. I gotta keep at it. I can't let it just completely just take over. Cause I'm pretty sure, but it can try to take over your life. Yeah, you have so many little wing hairs, whatever in these wings. Let me see what you said. I just have to stay out the sun as much as. I don't know if the sun bothers me because I be in the house most of the time, and it still be bothering me. But I can say that where I live now, like I'm in South Carolina, in the area that I'm living now, they call it like low country. Well, a few years ago, I had moved to Greenville, which, where I know you hear me talk about my book a lot, Rose Wrapped in Thorns. I was living in Greenville, South Carolina then, which is a higher elevation than where I'm at now. I was up there for almost a year. I did not have not one migraine up there in Greenville, whether rain, sleet, rain, shine, whatever. I did not have no migraines. And it literally just like blew my mind. Because when I finally thought that I had a migraine, it wasn't a migraine, it was COVID. I just had like a lingering headache and stuff. And I had so I was like, well, maybe I'm finally, getting one after all this time that I had been up here. But it wasn't, it was COVID. And it just had, I guess had my whole body hurt or whatever. But I just broke the little winged leg. So, but I was like, that part of Greenville was very enjoyable. Minus with everything I was going through. But yeah, that part was enjoyable because I didn't have one migraine at all. And I'm like, come on, Lord, can your sister catch a break? Can a sister catch a break? Let me see with my flour. I know I got some over here in a bag. But yeah, it was ridiculous. I was like, I couldn't. Yeah, it was like, Lord, come on now, give me a minute. I got some flour up here somewhere, girl. Where is my flour? I'm gonna take my phone with me so y'all can see me. But yeah, it was like I didn't understand it at all because I ain't have not one migraine, and I was enjoying it, but it still was like it was strange because it wasn't normal for me. You smell the grease, baby. Go back in there. I'm gonna get ready to cook some chicken. You don't smell bacon. You just smell grease. We cooked some bacon in that grease earlier today. Children listen to everything. I'm gonna fry some chicken, okay? The grandbaby girl. You're in Birmingham. Okay, yeah, still in the South. So, that's what is that considered low or high in the elevation for Birmingham? Or does it go by your state? I don't know how that stuff goes. Yeah, they do. LOL. I forgot, child. We got sidetracked. But yeah, I got sidetracked. But yeah, as far as like I said, a migraine, they consider that low country. I guess what you were saying. Yeah, since y'all are in the South. But like I said, even though we're Greenville, but as far as the state of South Carolina, Greenville is not far from Asheville, where the mountains are. So it's kind of it's higher elevation too. But I ain't have not one, and I was enjoying that part of it. I was loving that. So I was like. It's like had been a long, like I had used to have them, and then they got real bad when, let me see, through the years they started getting worse. I first started having them in like 2011, I think it was. That was my first migraine. I never had them before until then. And you said, More Valley. Oh, okay, More Valley, yeah. So, right, I got you. So, exactly, them low parts. Yeah, so them low parts will get you. But I'm like, at this point, I can't just leave home. I done moved back home. I wasn't gone but a year to Greenville, but, well, almost a year. But I done moved back home now, and I said, now I help take care of my mom and everything and the grandkids. But I can't just up and leave now. So go ahead and fry that. But yeah, so it's like, okay, Lord, come on now. You know, because I'm sure you do too. You pray and like, come on, Father, like, you know, so I gotta give. But like I said, I'm gonna stay on this Amavid for a while and let that keep going. See how that goes from there. But yeah, girl. So I'm like, But you know how it is. Life is life, right? And we just pray about it. Keep doing the best that we can. Keep trying to make it. Stay up here on these social media folk with these people. But yeah, just trying to make it. You have to manage the headaches best. Right, exactly. Really, you have to just manage them the best we can. And that's really what I do. Like I had today, actually, kind of been laying around most of the day. Like I went to the store a little bit earlier because I had to. We had to get something to eat in here. But for the most part, I just been laying around. I already, I work from home basically, independent contractor. So, but I basically be at home. You need me? Okay, I'll come and check it in a minute. All right. But yeah, my dad had to help him with his TV, girl. Yeah, right. My triggers are seem to be the weather. Mine seem to be the weather when it's cloudy or overcast or the humidity, any kind of like abrupt change in the weather. That's what affects me. A lot of people are like, oh, you need to drink more water and you need to do this and you need to that. Well, they don't have them. They don't know. And everybody has, different triggers. Like it's not dehydration. I'm not dehydrated. Like even my neurologist, because I had stopped seeing her for a few years, and then when I came back, and then like this past year or so, I started back seeing her, and when I went to see her, my blood pressure was high. Because when I'm in a migraine, my blood pressure is high, but any other time it's not. So when I went to see her, I was in a migraine, and my blood pressure is high. And I'm having to tell her like, look, I don't have high blood pressure. I'm just only when I'm having a migraine because I've checked it throughout the years when I'm having one. It used to actually drop really low, and I would just feel real bad. But now it gets high when I'm having one, and so I had to prove to her. So literally, I think she scheduled me to come back like I want to say maybe a few months. Because normally it was like once a year or every 6 months. I think she scheduled me to come back in like 2 or 3 months, and had me to track my blood pressure. And I tracked it. I checked it when I wasn't in a migraine. Right, yeah. I checked it when I wasn't in a migraine, and I checked it when I was in a migraine to show her, like, look, this is the only time I'm having a migraine. I mean, only time my blood pressure is high. So I literally had to prove to her. If they don't suffer with it, the people who don't suffer with it do not know. They can sympathize or, yeah, she's a medical professional or whatever. She got, credentials, whatever. But if you don't actually suffer with it, then you do not know. You really don't. So I'm like, ma'am. You're not putting me on no blood pressure medication unnecessarily. Have me passing out because my blood pressure too low because I'm on some medicine that I don't need to be on. I wasn't going for that. So yeah, people, don't just let these doctors just, put you on anything. Or just put it on because because they think, oh, this might be it. You got to know your body. You got to know your own body. And that's what hopefully that message is for people. Like, you got to know your own body. And that's what I do. I pay attention to myself. I know when I need a break. I know when I need to, rest. And I take those times. I know, like, for me, I don't know what you use, other maintenance or when you're having one, ice packs. I have an ice pack headband that I wrapped all the way around my head. That helps me a lot. Because it's like it cools my brain off. Yeah. It cools it off, so that helps out a whole lot. So that's what I do, but I ain't gonna stay out here too long because my dad needs me to help him with his TV. She said your weight started coming down, so you hardly take. Oh, okay, it's right, so you don't really need it. But yeah, I didn't have it. Like my weight, I was heavier before I got on the Topamax, the Pyramid. I was like I want to say like 215, and I'm only like 5'5", so I was thick. I got some old pictures to show, but and when I got on the Pyramid, she put me on 100 milligrams a night, and I lost 50 pounds in like a month, probably. Like literally, like because I remember I had to go for my breast exam, and they looked at my driver's license, but they still had my old weight. They was like, "Is this you? You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." My doctor put me on this medicine. She said it might make me lose a little weight, and it did. It really did. So like she put me back on it for a little while, but yeah, it's good for the weight part. Which actually now when I got back on this last time, it just kind of like helped me maintain my weight because I stay in like the 180s. But that's really what most of it did. It didn't really help me take a big dive again. But it didn't keep the migraines away 100%. Like at one point, I was taking them every night, last directed, and I still was having them. So I'm like, why am I taking this stuff and it ain't working? And I'm not sure if you've taken it before, but the Pyramid or Topamax, the brand name, but it's a anti-seizure medication. But I'm like, if it's not gonna stop me from having them, then no. So you have to get in a cool, dark place. Yeah, and for the most part, yeah, I get in there, shut the lights off, and cut the TV off or whatever, and just lay down. But I just everybody know in the house, you just have to leave me alone, right? Yeah, they know they just have to leave me alone. I'm kind of sleep down, son. But yeah, they know they just have to just leave me alone. So I'm like, But like I said, it didn't continue to work, so I had to get off of it. But so now I'm gonna keep trying to aim a vig and see how that works for me. You have one? Yeah, I take that too as a maintenance, but I take that not maintenance, but as a when you're having one, and then I also have Catorlac. Well, she didn't cancel my Catorlac prescription since I've been on because I was gonna get it refilled just when I'm having that headache, right? And I've noticed like I submitted my refill and she keeps denying it from the doctor. Oh, Flexerol, I've taken that. Well, I mean, I know what that is, but I've never taken it for my migraines. Oh, I guess so because I don't know how your head feels. My head feels like it's tightening up when I'm having a migraine. So I ain't think about that. Wow. But does it really like make you sleepy? Because the Catorlac doesn't really make me sleepy. It just kind of like takes the migraine away. It don't knock me out or nothing like that. Yeah, okay, yeah, see, I would have to only take it at, well, I guess that's the point of it, right? You to get you some rest. Yeah, get you some rest, but yeah, I'm gonna get on off of here. This conversation is getting good, but I'm gonna get on off of here and go ahead and check on my dad's TV. Like I said, I see about my mom and dad. We're all here together, but that's mainly my main role is caregiver, caretaker. He gets around himself, but certain stuff, he need me. But yeah, it'll put you straight to sleep. But it was good talking with you, girl. Thank you so much for coming out here with me. I appreciate it. And I'm going to try to catch y'all in the morning. Just lately, I've been trying to resting a little bit in the mornings, give my brain a little time and focusing on some stuff. But I'm going to try to pop it in there in the morning. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.